Ice Beam, even if it doesn't freeze, does silly amounts of damage. I do love freezing enemies. And you know, like... Okay, it's not... There's some tanks in here. Hey, jackass. Okay.
I think does that big damage.
What I would... Because of where... Okay, good. Yeah. Damn it.
That asshole.
A few other guys, but with the turret gone, I can... Oh, he's coming a long way.
Because it's the cloak enemy, so...
They have, like, no health?
And they only attack in melee. Well, if I remember correctly, the cloak pirates, which I think that's the official name, they're just the basic space pirates, but
Oh, now these guys are here.
Yeah. Oh, it's 3 of these motherfuckers.
Now, they drop big energy, and they don't...
It says these enemies are like always dropping big energy, but that's one of
Damn it. Damn it.
That's one of those I don't entirely know how I feel about that, because that feels like a bit of a band-aid solution to the problem.
On fucking fouls. I'm gonna have to activate the one thing, go back up to fucking save. God damn it. What I was trying to say, and I sort of took a weirder path. You were talking about where you're supposed to go. You need to go back to the one ship, which is why I said this isn't really the worst area to be. God damn it. Damn it! Hate platforming in first person! Like, I love this game, but platforming first person is weird as fuck. Because I fell, because I missed the... It's not the hardest thing. Anyway, you need to go back to that ship that's underwater. So what I was saying, because of the dumb way the game is designed, sort of no matter what you do, you need to pop back to the main part of, like, Talon Overworld to get up on that one ledge. Or take the one path from the ship to use the underwater path, because the underwater path can now be done down at the bottom because you have the gravity suit. So you can approach the ship side from the bottom. So what I was saying, this isn't the worst path because we can take sort of a longer thing, but this got me to a save point. If I go out...
Just run past everything.
Yes. And we'll
If you
be
run
back.
past them fast enough, they can't hit you.
And we'll be back for a couple of other missiles and stuff. While I'm up here, I want something. Damn it. Even when you know how to reach that, it doesn't feel intentional.
Ah.
Right. Oh, damn it. And this is why, and like, this is one of the most idiotic jumps in this game, where a lot of people playing the game for the first time get stuck because this. Okay. Came all the way back.
You literally need the, like, exact length of Samus's jump before the, like, drop off.
I came all the way back here for this. While we're backtracking on the far side, I might as well. It's a missile.
It's always a missile.
Yeah.
By the end of the game, you have 255 missiles. This is the game that went to 255, right?
It might be 250.
The point is, that's a lot of them.
You haven't... It's like 250 or 255. I do not remember off the top of my head. I know the game well. I haven't played it in a long time.
I feel like it would be 255, because that's one of those...
I think it's 250, and a lot of people think it's 255.
Well, because you would expect it to be 255, because that was the number, I believe, in the original Metroid, because hex grid limit.
What I was saying, though... This isn't the worst side to end up on, because... of where we are. Because we're gonna pop out on the one side. There's usually some jetpack guys in here now. Yep. Dicks. Right. Alright,
That's amazing. It's also one of those other things that should show the, like, power of the ice beam is that you just did 2 ice charge shots and that got him to do the, like, suicide attack. Showing that you almost killed him with those.
Okay. The reason I don't mind being over here, I wanted to double check this. Make sure of a couple of things. And then I was saying we could pop back in the overworld and I can take the one water path. Yeah, okay. I could have had this a while ago. Artifact of Strength, the second of 12.
How many of these can you pick up on the main path? Because...
What?
How many of those can you pick, like, up on the main path? Because... so far, that doesn't really seem that bad.
It's technically 9, unless you're doing what I'm doing and you're just going through the game and grabbing those. And I'm stuck on the door frame. Hold on. So. Usually you have jetpacks. Shatter him.
Hey,
Hot shot. Shatter him.
I guess you could say he's going for a jetpack joyride. Huh?
So,
Huh?
damn it.
Isn't that game dead now?
I think what we need to do for the plot, at the very least, even if I don't go in the area, I need to go back to my ship.
Because of how long this loop around ended, I was thinking should maybe end up, like, when we get back to the ship, end up stopping there.
Well, the one, underwater ship is kind of long-winded.
even if we weren't like encroaching closer to like 3.5 or 4 hours, it's also just one of those general, because of the klepto part of my brain, I try to separate things. I don't like that. Like, oh, it's a new area, so because it's a new area, that's a good, like, a time to stop, because that lets you create a mental separation of, like, the parts.
When I said I know the game, but it had been a minute. However, you'll notice once I get my shit together, it's like, oh yes, that makes sense.
Once you get shit together and have enough energy tanks to just barrel through something.
And I also mean in general, like, I know where to go.
Uh-huh.
Now, like, because when I went in the one underwater room, I was like, oh yeah, there should be a power-up down here.
Even I'm unlocking a few mental locks when looking at rooms of, oh yeah, this shit connects together.
Hey, it's not the greatest playthrough, but
Because, speedruns would be done by now.
last time I played this game was probably, like, 6 or 7 years ago. On the Wii.
The best version.
Wii version! Pretty cool. Anywho. However, because I am a petty motherfucker, I might literally extend this recording, go past my ship, go get the missile that I, couldn't grab, and then turn my ass around and save. And that wouldn't be that bad. That underwater missile that I almost grabbed with the wide jump. Yeah, okay, so, well, not the cleanest way around. I am where I need to be, roughly. Well, I got the one artifact on the backtrack, and I would consider that worth doing, because I have most of those.
You have, like, 3. And if there's 12, 6.
There are 12, and they're in the same locations. Every time in the game. They're not random.
Imagine if they were. That would be evil. This is one of those moments. I still wish the game had some...
No! Hold on. Because we're right here. I'm going to create a safety save. Because this game does not checkpoint you. You die, you're back to a save point, so...
No, granted, because of the amount of health we have, the, only way we could die is you literally getting...
I would have to get fucking gangbanged.
Either gangbanged or caught in something that basically just drains all your health.
Oh, yeah. God, I love the ice beam.
And you see, this is, again, one of those moments where I feel like the elevators are nice and shit, but I kind of feel like the game had a more, interconnected fast travel system, because, you're telling me that the shows are supposed to be, the biggest brain motherfuckers in the universe, and yet they didn't create a transit system.
Okay. Whatever, I'm on track.
This is apparently the most advanced society in the universe, and they didn't create a subway system.
I'm on track. Okay.
Wasn't there actually, a sci-fi series that had something like that as, plot of, a species was, so smart?
I know what we're doing now.
Wasn't there a series that had something like that where it's a species was so smart they focused on high-end physics stuff over simple solutions?
I think it's a joke.
Yeah, that sounds like something Star Trek would do.
Okay, good. Now, hold on. So, the ship right over here. Hold on. It's that save icon. It's this thing. So what I was saying, and I kind of I wasn't. Fuck, I can't talk. Hold on. The missile that's underwater, because I can literally turn my ass around. Just gotta remember where the...
And underwater, it's like, here's water, so...
No! In the... No, it's the underwater... Hold on. It's that door that's... like, underwater... By water. Hold on. When I find it, I'll know what I'm talking about. This. Okay. So, you can take... God, I can't talk. This path, this water, right here. Yeah. Oh, come on. Sometimes even with the lock on.
Remember because you have the like pointer aim enabled. The lock on is closer to what it did in the Wii version, which was focus you more on the enemy, but you could still move the pointer. Whereas the lock on in the GameCube version,
there's this. On. I don't. So, when you have free reign, that. And I want to show something before we stop, because I've, like, had an argument with someone about something, and this is just me being kind of petty. Though this is important information. So, I approach the ship right here. There's just a little hole. Just go through. You come up. And you're up on the ledge. If you're up on the ledge, you just creep around. There's the door. Because some people think that you actually have to use that elevator that's the door that's up there and jump down. No.
Why do people think that?
I've had arguments. Because it's higher up and you can jump down here and reach this ledge.
I guess because this area is raining, it is kind of hard to notice some things. Okay, back to the ship.
That was the plan, Gerson. Because it's not a one-way door. I can just go out. I just wanted my missile, goddammit. And to show the bottom path, because I've seen people argue that you have to jump from the top. No! Dumb teenager me for a minute there did think you had to jump from the top, and then I realized...
That's one of those things I am positive most people as a child, or like dumb teenager, probably thought it's like, do I literally have to go the long way and jump down every time?
No. No, you fucking don't. As long as you have the gravity suit. Which I have. Now, before, stopping, obviously gotta save. Hold on. So, I can do my outro in a second. That's a little over 3 hours. That's a good coherent point. Hold on. Gonna put the Joy-Cons down. Hold on. That's my hand. So, I needed to do some editing, so stopping here is good. Anyway, I'm gonna do my outro. I just wanted my missile because I'm a petty motherfucker. Jumping down from the top works, and I'm not saying that's a bad path, but as you can see, because you can just roll through the little underwater tunnel, you need the gravity suit to go through the crashed ship. By all accounts, I'm pretty good for the next area. And going the one path, I got to get the, hate when that happens. I got a Chozo artifact I forgot to backtrack for. So, we're good on that, but what I wanted to do was actually do an outro, because this time, instead of rambling and kind of making fun of a couple of streamers, I wanted to basically actually talk a bit about the game, and that if you actually calibrate the controllers properly, there's a little bit less jank. And I love the free movement. Now, to reiterate what Carson was saying before this ramble, the lock-on is a rough estimate. You still have to kind of point, but I was aiming at him, and it seemed like the level geometry had blocked, and my pointing was a little bit off. Yelling again. Trying to cut past multiple yawns. I hope you all enjoyed this set of videos, because this has been yet another recording of Metroid Prime Remastered. So, I hope I will see you all next time. So, as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later. It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So anyway, how many of you actually thought that in order to reach the door that lets you into the crashed ship, that you had to jump down from the top? A lot of people seriously do think you need to jump down from the top to reach the door. A lot of people never realized that underwater you can take the one path up to the door. I have argued with people over this point a lot, and I wanted to get video proof of the one path so that I can basically say, look, that path does exist and is 100% intended as a way to reach the one door. People that have played this game multiple times have actually missed out on finding that. I understand a blind run may be missing that path, but I find it funny that so many people that have played the game before never realized that one path existed. So I basically extended my video to have video proof for a few people that I was having an argument with, because a few people refused to actually look underwater for the one path, but that was incredibly rare. A lot of people actually did go look for the path and realized, oh wait, you're right, there is a path, but this video is specifically so that I can basically go, as you can see, a path is real. This goes out to a few stubborn people that refused to acknowledge that path even existed, so they basically refused to go looking for it, even though that path is not hard to find. And then I had a few people try to argue that if you're getting 100%, that you should go back to the other side of the map, grab a few things on the other side, and loop around that way, because after you grab those items, you can use that higher up area and jump down to where the ship is, and these people try to argue that semantically it is more efficient to never approach the ship from the front in a 100% run, because they value getting a few different items than I did. But I think at that point it is all dumb semantics on what the most efficient route would be. And even then, if you look up 100% runs, because they get things out of order, technically the most efficient 100% path involves using so many glitches and exploits to get things in a weird order that a casual run would never even remotely compete with a speedrun going for 100%. But in a casual run, I feel like going around and getting other items is not that much of a time save, because regardless, you still need to loop around the map to go get other stuff. All that does is let you take a path that takes you up to the top. There's no real time save in my opinion, but I know I look like a crazy person whenever I argue with streams that happened years ago, especially when the streamer in question never created an archive channel on YouTube that they would use to archive their Twitch streams. So a lot of these arguments are effectively lost to time. So when it comes to those arguments, I look even crazier, because that is basically me arguing against points made in a stream that no longer exists and was never archived to YouTube or any other video sharing site. So I know in those cases I do sound incredibly crazy, but anyway, with that point out of the way, you can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel, and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So, as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later.